training course. Control and replacement of auxiliary transmission components. Belt disassembly. Lever up the tensioner, whether fixed or automatic, then move backward and loosen the belt to make its removal easier. Visually check the belt condition to understand whether there are any problems on the transmission, such as misalignments, malfunction of some mechanical units, or oily residues caused by leaks. Some examples: transversal cracks, broken ribs, material deposit, sidewall fraying, components disassembly, damper. Make sure the pulley grooves are perfectly clean, are free from any rubber debris, and are not dented. Any foreign material residues between the grooves should be removed with a suitable wire brush. Check that the damper rubber ring is not too stiff. The inevitable rubber aging process, which tends to harden the mix, should not get to the point when it generates cracks. Any malfunction of the damper leads to the early break of the belt tensioner, as all stresses generated by the torsional vibrations of the drive shaft are discharged on the damper through the belt itself. Free wheel. Check the condition of the alternator pulley free wheel. It should have no friction problems, and the pulley grooves should be perfectly clean and intact. Remove any deposit of rubber and/or debris. In any case, it is advised to change the freewheel after 100,000 kilometers. Only if the freewheel is efficient can it guarantee reduced vibrations on the belt, reduced tensioning variations, increased life of the system, reduced noise level of the system. To check its proper operation, it is advised to insert the assembly tool into the opening and, keeping the pulley still, turn the rotor clockwise by hand. The pulley should turn easily. Resistance to the movement is a sign of malfunction, and the freewheel should therefore be replaced. Automatic tensioner. Check the tensioner damping by using a suitable tool, as a lever on the bolt that locks the pulley on its arm, making it turn to its full stroke. The operation should meet consistent resistance from the spring. No locking or jerky motion should occur. After this check, the tensioner can be disassembled. After the tensioner is disassembled, check the condition of the Teflon ring. Its thickness should be even on the whole circumference and not lower than 0.5 millimeters. The ring should not be worn on one side, otherwise the arm will bend, and this will consequently misalign the belt. Make sure there is no rust between the arm and the base. Usually, rust is a sign of wear of the internal components. Check the pulley condition. It should turn freely. The flat track should not be worn out on one side only, but evenly. It should not be ovalized. There should not be any residue of worn material. The print left on the belt should be centered to the pulley and not on the side, with the width not lower than the belt width. Guide pulley. Another element to be checked is the plastic guide pulley. In this case also, there should not be any rubber residue or debris on the pulley external surface. It should turn freely. It should show a uniform wear. It should not be ovalized. The print left on the belt should be centered to the pulley and not on one side, with the width not lower than the belt width. In the side walls, the supporting ribs should not show any sign of damage and/or cracks. Should it be necessary to replace not only the belt but other drive components, it is advised to use the Dayco kit. Components reassembly. Damper. When assembling the damper, tighten the nuts with a torque wrench, applying the torque prescribed in the manual. Guide pulley. Tighten the fastening nut, being careful to apply the prescribed tightening torque with the use of a torque wrench. Automatic tensioner. reassemble the automatic tensioner and tighten the locking bolts. The prescribed tightening torque should be scrupulously applied. Belt assembly. Position the belt first on the grooved pulleys, then on the guide pulley, excluding the automatic tensioner for the time being. At this stage, after a quick check of the correct position of the belt, proceed as follows. Move the belt away from the guide pulley. Set the automatic tensioner spring, fit the belt onto the tensioner and then onto the guide pulley. Then gradually release the tensioner. To check the alignment of the belt, make 4 or 5 complete turns clockwise, then anti-clockwise. If the belt on the fixed pulley remains still transversely, the alignment is correct. On the other hand, if the belt moves, first to one side, then to the other, this means that a component is misaligned and should be corrected. The correct tensioning of the belt is guaranteed by the setting of the automatic tensioner. Reassemble the other component in the reverse order of the disassembly sequence. More detailed information are supplied during the courses. For any information on the courses, please contact the stockists. Every day, the Dayco power transmission systems power millions of engines worldwide. The continuous evolution of production technology, the investments in research and development, the ongoing controls on materials and the automatic process control all guarantee the highest quality of all Dayco components. Dayco, technology and quality available to the leading vehicle manufacturers worldwide. Dayco, the leader of power transmission systems for original equipment, guarantees the original quality to the aftermarket. Dayco, the original power in motion.